All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah HaKodash. All right, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who teach and rule well. And peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, pushing this gospel amongst the four winds with truth and sincerity. To you, I say shalom. All right, it's your brother Parathon with a quick lesson. I'm going to jump into 1 Samuel 5, the first chapter. I'm going to just read down to verse 3 and hit some precepts. And this is basically just going into, worshiping of false idols and the true power. I might call it that. False gods and the true power. All right. So this is just an account in 1 Samuel that I'm going into right now that I'm reading. And it's been on my spirit. I just thought of other precepts. So I'm going to just, Lord willing, this lesson's edifying. All right. Because, as in regards to today, there are a lot of false prophets among us, as the scriptures say. Also, there's a lot of false gods being worshipped along with those false prophets and the doctrine that they're pushing. All right. And that can go into a lot of different things, but I'm going to focus on this particular account. All right. So this is 1 Samuel 5:1 in the NLT. Right. It says, after the Philistines captured the ark of the Most High Yahweh, they took it from the battleground at Ebenezer to the town of Ashdod. They carried the ark of Yahweh into the temple of Dagon and placed it beside an idol of Dagon, right? So when it says, but when the citizens of Ashdod went to see it the next morning, Dagon had fallen with his face to the ground in front of the ark of the Lord Yahweh. So they took Dagon and put him in his place again. Salakia. All right, so they came back and seen that this idol, this false idol, the Dagon, which goes into the fish god. What does it say here for the blue letter? Let me see real quick, just for edification's sake. All right, Dagon goes into the word fish, a Philistine deity of fertility, represented with the face and hands of a man and the tail of a fish. All right, so, one of the many false gods of the Hamites, so-called Africans today, right? So this is verse 4. It says, but the next morning the same thing happened, and Dagon had fallen face down before the ark of Yahweh again. This time his head and hands had broken off, and they were lying in the doorway. Only the trunk of his body was left intact. All right, this is the point. That is why, verse 5 and 6, that is why to this day neither of the priests of Dagon nor anyone who enters of the temple of Dagon in Ashdod will step on its threshold. Then Yahweh's heavy hand struck the people of Ashdod and nearby villages with a plague of tumors. All right, so the Lord don't play that shit, man. First commandments, thou shalt worship no other God before me. The 10, one of the commandments written in stone, right? So I got some precepts going into judgment, and just going into who we worship, who our power is, right? Us as Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole, West Indians, and Haitians of that legendary bloodline, God's chosen people that the Bible speak of, right? We worship the true power, the power that created these other gods. That's Psalms 96, Lord willing, I get that. All right, but I'll grab from here. Let me see. And we just going to rock with the NLT. I'll just keep it with the NLT as far as these precepts go. Let's see, Isaiah 19:1. It says the message. Is this in Isaiah 19:1? Make sure I got the right precept. All right, this relates. All right, Isaiah 19. I can't think of the one I meant, but this relates because you can go into skip over a few chapters, going to Isaiah 31 and Isaiah 31, the first chapter, going into woe to those that go to Egypt for help, roughly paraphrasing, right? Our 2/3 of our people reverence Esau, right, and these other nations as God. All right, along with the money, this currency we're using. Right? So real quick, Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And this is in the KJV, Salakia. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, and city against city, and the kingdom against kingdom. All right, this is spiritual Egypt. All right, Babylon, modern day Babylon, America. All right, it says, this is verse 3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Let's go into that word familiar. It just goes into witchcraft, man. Salakia, what are we doing? What are we doing? All right, look, Necromancer. What's that one movie? I believe it's on HBO Max, man. I can't think of the name. Practice of magic involving communication with the dead by summoning their spirits as apparition. Yeah, so you see it. All type of shit that Esau is into, but not only Esau, 2/3 of our people, man, dealing with that left-hand side. All right. So the point here was, verse 3, right? Counsels regard, them. Hey, but Esau, what hast thou to do with my commandments, right? If you show favor to the wicked, what's that? Isaiah. Man, what is that precept? Salakia, Hakim. You know what that left me? We're going to keep it pushing, though, because I got mad precepts here. All right, so from there, let's jump to Isaiah. We're already here, Salakia. All right, let's go to Isaiah 46. And 7. Nah, I don't want that. We don't want that. I'm gonna hit this Psalms. That's more just that was just a reference or one of those precepts, if you will. It's Psalms 96 and 5. All right. It says, for all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Yahweh made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him, and strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. All right. So the gods of the nations are idols. The gods of these heathens are idols, not meant to be worshipped by the nation of Israel. But 2/3 of our people have been fitted for destruction. Therefore, that's what they do. That's what they're into. Lord willing, we be accounted of that number, right? So from there, let's hit, I got quite a few. Let's jump to chapter 115, verse 3 in the NLT. It says, but our power is in the heavens. He hath done whatsoever he hath pleased. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands, right? And that's self-explanatory. Verse 8, it says, they that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them, right? It's that simple. O Israel, trust thou in Yahweh. He is their help and their shield, all right? That's our power. We worship the true power, man. Isaiah 44:8-11. Fear ye not, neither be afraid, for I have told thee from that time and have declared it. It says, fear ye not, neither be afraid. Have I not told thee from that time and have declared it? Ye are even my witnesses. Is there a power beside me? Yea, there is no God. I know not any. Because the Lord just straight to the point. Like, come on. There's no God beside me, man. Hold on. It says, ye are even my witnesses. Is there a power beside me? Yea, there is no power. I know not any, and neither do we. It says, ye are even my witnesses. Y'all even know. Why? Because he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Let's jump down to verse 21. It says, remember these, O Jacob and Israel. And this is what, so this is like, yo, the Lord made the heavens. He reminded us, have I not? Like, ye are even my witnesses. So, all right, so let's continue. We jump down to verse 21. Remember these, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant. I have formed thee, thou art my servant, O Israel. Thou shalt not be forgotten of me. I have blotted out as a thick cloud thy transgressions. Hold up. And as a cloud thy sins. Return unto me, for I have redeemed thee. Man, Revelation 7:14 is one of my favorite. Also, there's Micah 7:19, Revelation 7:14. All right, hold up. It says, I have blotted out as a thick cloud, verse 22. I have blotted out as a thick cloud thy transgressions, and as a cloud thy sins. It's Revelation 7:13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, these are they which came out of the great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Meaning what? What was washed? What was washed away are our transgressions, our sins, and have been made white, purified in the blood of Yahushua, the Lamb, the unspotted Lamb. Right? Honestly, man, look, since you just bring it out, reference a bunch of precepts and not bring them out. Real quick, Micah 7:19, another precept. Right? It says, Shalaki, I'll start at verse 18. It says, who is a God, who is a power like unto thee, that pardoneth iniquity and passeth by the transgression of the remnant of his heritage? He retaineth not anger forever. He retaineth not his anger forever, because he delighteth in mercy. And also, what is it, Micah 3:5 or Malachi 3:5 also goes into how Jacob is not consumed, right? It says, verse 19, he will turn again the point and will have compassion upon us, Israel, and he will subdue our iniquities, and thou wilt cast all their sins into the depths of the sea. But the elect will remain when all destruction is past, man. The elect will help cause the destruction, in fact, right? The nation of Israel will be saved as a whole, but 2/3 will be cut off on this side, right? Verse 20, Salaki, it says, thou wilt perform the truth to Jacob and the mercy to Abraham, which thou hast sworn unto our fathers from the day of old, going back to the promises of Abraham, right? Let's jump back into these precepts. Then I close out. It says, let me jump to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 10. NLT. Verse 11. It says, say this to those who worship other gods, your so-called gods who did not make the heavens and earth, will vanish from the earth and from under the heavens. But Yahweh made the earth by his power, and he preserves it by his wisdom. With his own understanding, he stretched out the heavens. Right? And this is going to 2/3 of our people. Jeremiah was wrought with our people, man. And just letting, idolatry, false worship. Look. Idolatry brings destruction. That's the title. Let's go. Verse 14 and 15. The whole human race is foolish and has no knowledge. The craftsmen are disgraced by the idols they make, for their carefully shaped works are fraud. These idols have no breath or power. The idols, it says, idols are worthless. They are ridiculous lies. On the day of reckoning, they will all be destroyed. Why are we brought back here? Well, we're not here to learn the knowledge of evil. All right? This is all a part of understanding evil, so that we can judge it in perfectness. I don't know if I said that right. Right? So we are what? Sent as sheep in the midst of wolves, to be wise as serpent and harmless as doves, to be circumspect, to study and to show ourselves approved. What? To work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. All right? To make our calling and election sure. All right? But we are in, this is a prison camp for Israelites, man. Our home, or not our homeland, but this is, we just, our folks was here when they came. So in the presence of idols and all these different philosophies and religions, all right, we ought to remain loyal to the Lord. It's that simple. He said, I set before you fire and water, or Nasalaki. I set before you good and evil. All right, choose as you will. Right? The wicked are fitted for the destruction, right? And the elect for salvation. Israel for the kingdom. But at the same time, man, we got to play our part. And part of that is staying far away from all this shit, man. It's everywhere, man. It's far worse than it ever was. Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. All right? We still got that shit going on. Man, Salakia, let me jump to, it's Isaiah 42. Hey, but it's real, man. Isaiah 42:5. And I close out with this. It says, Yahweh, Salakia. Yeah, Yahweh, the power. Yahweh created the heavens and stretched them out. He created the earth and everything in it. He gives breath to everyone and life to everyone who walks the earth. And it says, and it is who says, I, Yahweh. It is he who says, Salakia, I, Yahweh, have called you to demonstrate my righteousness. I will take you by the hand and guard you, and I will give you to my people, Israel, as a symbol of my covenant to them, with them. And you will be a light to guide the nations. All right? So we know who the Lord's chosen servant is. All right? So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I will give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who teach and rule well. All right, Salakia. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Baha Rakha HaKodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who teach and rule well in peace. And salutations to the hopeful elect. Keep enduring Akim, Kwam, Yasharallah, and the